And it does appear, Alison, you have been returned to your seat. How important was winning this seat for the Country Liberals?
Oh, look, I think that Aboriginal people in my seat have already made up their mind to vote for the Country Liberal Party because of the failures of the Labor Party in the Northern Territory to put housing out on remote Aboriginal communities and the shire reforms without consultation.
Now, you're the person who nearly brought down the Labor government when you left the Labor Party a few years ago. How heavily has that been weighing on your mind during this campaign?
Look, it didn't even enter my mind. I had the full trust and faith of my constituents in the electorate of Namatjira. And like I said at the very beginning, I went around and spoke to all these people, and these people endorsed me going over to the Country Liberal Party, and the votes quite clearly show that.
Now, in your campaign, you've been up against two other popular Aboriginal candidates. What do you think has set you apart from those two people?
Oh, look, I've done lots of work over the 8 years I've been in Parliament, and I don't think that theirs has ever been a challenge in this election, and I just want to take this opportunity to say thank you to all my constituents in the seat of Namatjira.
Now, neither of the other candidates preferenced you in their voting systems, but do you think that has made very much of a difference?
Oh, look, absolutely not, and I was never scared of them preferencing each other. I knew that I'll get over on primaries, and it's a huge win for the Country Liberal Party, and I think that it's a real message to any government now that they have to keep their eyes on the ball in the remote Aboriginal communities.
Now, the campaign has turned nasty at times in your seat. The Labor Party put in a complaint about you, and we did see Labor Party posters that had been destroyed. Why do you think it's been such a fierce campaign for Namatjira?
Oh, look, I can tell you quite honestly that I did not touch any of the call flutes of Des Rogers, and that is normal in any kind of campaign, you know, like people do get angry and write things on people's faces or put holes in their faces, and we just have to accept it. We're grown people, we're running for Parliament.
And it looks like it will be a CLP government. So what discussions have you had about taking up a cabinet position? Is there one that you would like?
No discussions whatsoever. I've just come in from Hermannsburg, and I'm looking forward to going home and having a shower and a nice hot cup of tea, and take this opportunity again to say thank you to everybody in my electorate.
We've heard about some of the big issues in the bush seats being the shires and also the intervention. Why do you think voters supported you on those issues?
Well, look, because I think the Country Liberal Party had a very good homelands policy, the outstation policy, of keeping people on their country and building houses on outstations and homeland. I think that was one that Labor lost. And the shires, people hate the shires because they have lost their voice. And we've continuously had debates in Parliament about those issues, and the Labor government did not take notice of that.
Should the Country Liberals be nervous that you may actually leave their party?
Absolutely not.
And you've constantly said throughout the campaign that you're the best person to represent Namatjira because it's your home. Is that playing on your family ties to the seat?
Oh, look, in small part it does, but the electorate of Namatjira know me as the outspoken fighter that I am, and I will fight for their rights. And I will fight for poor housing on remote Aboriginal communities, the lack of housing, and I will stand up for my people, and they know that.
And how much has this election been about those family connections and popularity as opposed to policy and issues?
Oh, look, we've had very, very good policies, and it's been about policies. There's a small tie to family, but there's been huge issues of the shires being bad and lack of housing on remote Aboriginal communities.
Alison, thanks so much for your time.
Thank you.